Okay, I'm going to show you the best way to, been doing this for years, of correctly stretching the rope and then tying your knots. One of the reasons why I like slider knots on a rope. Before you do the stretching of the rope, you want to make sure your loop is straight. Here's one way to show it. Turn it one more time towards you, so you can stay there. There you go. Okay, you can see that rope is twisted. It's got a plane to the right. And this is why I like slider knots. You turn them slider knots, and you're turning the slider knot, and you're not twisting the rope. Okay, now look at it. And you can see the flat plane of the rope. Make sure you always do that. That's why I do not like unibodies or something that just permanently holds the rope straight, because once the twist starts, rope has a memory and then it just keeps on twisting. Okay, to stretch a rope, this is probably the best way I've found to do it. I was taught this by Cody Lambert way back in the 1980s. And it's gone tried and true for many years. You can tie an overhand knot here, but whatever you do, you just want to make sure that your rope stays straight. Okay, I need the bell. Steve, you come over on this side. You get a bell, a 2x4 will work, and you put it about in the middle on its side. And the reason you put the bell in there is that when you stretch it, you don't want to break your riser down. And it keeps everything full right there. And you come back to your cross gate, and you can tie just an overhand knot here at the end of your pigtail. You'll want a guy to hold that pigtail and hold that straight. Steve, hold your hair straight. And you just get on and shove on it. Okay. Ease off on it. Let me get another bite. If you can, Steve, grab the end of that. The other hand. Okay. Just hold it straight. And do it again. And you can feel all them strands pulling tight, pulling, and getting what I call set. And you just take that off, and there you go. That's all you need. Your rope is stretched. It's ready to ride. I don't like using, people say you use a pickup to stretch it. Well, a pickup is a heck of a lot bigger, harder, with more power than two men on a gate, and you can break a rope. One of the most important things, always put something in there. 2x4 works real well. Another thing, people say they put them in a barn and hang them from the rafters and put an anvil at the end. Well, that'll stretch it, but you don't want to leave it alone, because what happens is something happens and the rope starts turning. Rope has a memory, and it'll put a twist in your rope, and then you have it for the duration of the rope. Now I'll teach you how to tie the bowline knot, the adjustable bowline knot. We straightened out with the sliders, so you've got a good even loop. You turn it upside down and hold everything straight again. And just like you're going to shoot, those that shoot rifles, target practice, hunt, whatever. And you just come. And this is what I call the short side. You just make one little loop over. You come with your loop side and you pull your loop right through. And that's all you need to do. And then you bring your tail through. And there's your adjustable bowline knot right there. The flat side, this is what I call the flat side, goes up against the girth of the bowl, and you'll see how everything is all straight. There's no twists or anything in the rope. And that makes your bowline knot there. I know there's a lot of ways where people tie an overhand knot and then flip it over. I won't go through the complete process because I don't want to put a twist in this rope. But you tie, they go like that, and then they bend this over. Well, look what it's doing right there. It's making the rope go against its grain, against its memory. And that's what starts a twist in the rope. Once you put that twist in there, you got it for the duration of the rope. You can work it out to a point, but you'll have it the rest of the time. And again, we'll just go through that again. We made sure all our slider knots were straight. You turn it upside down, just like you're going to shoot. Make your little loop, bring your short side, loop in, like the rabbit comes up the hole, and he hesitates there. Then you just run your tail through. Make sure everything's straight and even. And there you go. There's your bowline knot.